Hello and welcome to Goa News Now, friends. Again today I am at Valsav village. As in the villagers asa, they are anxiously waiting for their meeting, scheduled meeting with the deputy collector Mormugaon. आणि तांकां विश्वास आसा की आयज जे तेंचो जो इशू आसा अगेन्स्ट डबल ट्रॅकिंग एंड अगेन्स्ट ट्रेसपास बाय दी RVNL will take a shape आणि कितें तरी निकाल जातले. Before I move on asking the people here on the site, I wanted people to understand that these villagers from Velsa and even in the Consolim 2020 in the year 2020 they had formed villagers action committee against doubling of the southwestern railway tracks आणि तेन्नासून हो जो protest असा is going on. Earlier it was against the coal spillage of coal pollution and other things, but slowly that coal somehow has taken a backstage, but now the center stage is with regards to doubling because several heritage houses are located all along this track. And not only heritage houses, when doubling is going on, it is given to understand that they are encroaching on private property. It is the allegations leveled by the villagers. So तेजेत खातीर पयर जेन्ना तुमी पळयले एक हाय वोल्टेज ड्रामा ह्याच विलेजीन जाल्लो. आयज कितें जातलें कांय खबर ना, पण टुडे इट इज एक्सपेक्टेड that this drama will continue definitely, but they will definitely ask various questions to the authorities and especially the deputy collector who probably will come here and meet the villagers to hear their grievances. But आयज आमचे कडेन खुबशे प्रश्न आसा. म्हाकाय दिसलें की आमी हेंचे खुबशे दाखयलेले आसा की what they actually want, what is their sentiments, feelings towards this kind of work. कित्याक 2 म्हयने, if I am not mistaken, 2 months, since last 2 months what we can see की दुसरे किंवा तिसरे दीस every week twice or thrice the villagers are on along the railway track. कितें ना कितें इशू आसता आणि protest चालू आसता. So we have several people lined up here. To begin with, I wanted Rvnl to come because Rvnl is the a leader here as a going to expert, and he has taken up various issues with regards to double tracking. म्हाका एक सांग Rvnl बाब, हेजे पयलीं खुबशे उलयलां आमी की हे प्रॉब्लम तें प्रॉब्लम, but what is the objection with this second line?
The second line, which is coming on the western side, okay, the people have objected because I will tell you, between the acquisition which is happening beyond the 10 meters, which is for the people, it's a stormwater drain during the rains. Somehow it is for them to access to their houses. There is no acquisition for this particular 10 meters. Why? Precisely because these railways do not, they assume that they own this land, but they do not own this land. And the villagers all along the route, they have the documents which are dating from the Portuguese era. Matri is the inscription description which states that their land belongs up to the communal affair. That means up to the railway tracks.
पण तुमकां दिसना Rvnl बाब, प्रत्येक फाटी आमी जेन्ना पळयता तुमी सगळे विलेजर्स सगळ्या काम आसतले. इट इज अंडरस्टूड. अगेन एंड अगेन यू ऑल हॅव टू कम आउट टू प्रोटेस्ट, नाजाल्यार कितें ना कितें इश्यूज चालूच आसता. पयलीं एक व्हडले इश्यू जाल्ले. You people were supposed to be arrested that day. It was the scene was like that. Across the table, why no attempts are being made, at least if not from the administration side, from the villager sides, to sit across the table and get the issue sorted?
We as villagers, we are ready to sit across the table, but don't call us to the office, your offices in the authorities, and abuse the villagers. It has been reported that one of our sarpanch along this belt, okay, she was put to, the official flung the documents, her own property documents on her face. This is not done. We are here, we deserve respect. You understand? So let's us have a neutral place, neutral venue. You arrange or will arrange. Let's sit across the table. Let's put our point of view. Let us get your point of view. Now you see on this eastern side there are construction work activity going on. Does anybody in the village know for what it is? Why such secrecy is maintained? Are we not residents of this area? Don't we have a right? Doesn't the panchayat have a right? This area is under the jurisdiction of the panchayat. So you cannot say we own this land. Wait, okay, sure, do the demarcation. Why the demarcation is not done in the presence of, okay, say the railways, the state government, the local panchayat, the landowners? Why these people are all not involved? Why these four entities are not involved? This is a simple question. We are not against development. Goan Court is not against development. We want development, but we do not want destruction of Goa for the benefit of one entity, one or two entities who are not even residents here. They are taking coal through our areas. Today, 8 or 9 rakes. Tomorrow, once, if at all it fructifies, which will not happen as long as we live, 90 rakes are going to pass through. Imagine the state of this village. So, what are we talking about? There is no negotiation as far as the coal transportation is concerned. You can talk to us any other issue. Coal transportation through our area should stop, should completely come to a halt.
Good, you told. You said that you people are not against the development.
Yes.
Now there is another confusion which everybody must be having. तुमचो जो agitation आलो, it was against the coal. Now you said you don't want the coal at all. But the agitation now turned into something else, the property owners, property encroachment by RVnl. Is it a deliberate attempt, or are you objecting to coal first and this also is the, it is both links issue, or it is connected or not connected?
See, both the links are interconnected. You see the house just behind you. How far it is away? Maybe 8 to 10 meters. For the laying of the second track, you require 14 meters. So will this house exist? Simple question to whoever is the viewers. Will this house exist? And then what happens? Where do these people go from here? Compensation is not a solution. These people have been part of the social this of our village. We have been all as villagers, we have been living here in harmony. There are relationships across the roads on both sides of the tracks. How do we do this? Suppose they get the compensation. Where do they move from here? To Sange? To some hilly area? Question. To an alien land?
So basically it's by the authorities confused. They have created a confusion kind of a situation here.
They could have very well come here, discuss what is the issue, and they could have we could have sat across table, and all this unnecessary thing was not this drama. Dating, this is a drama. This is not a drama. This is a fight for our identity here as villagers. We are not talking of anything else. We are just want to maintain our identity. There are houses here which are 300 to 400 years old, built in the Portuguese, not only Portuguese, in the Kadamba era. 500-year-old houses are here in this area. So we are talking of that. This is Goa's heritage. Please leave us alone. I appeal to whoever is concerned. Please leave those villages alone.
I'll join you back, Orville Bap. I have Oloncio Simois. Oloncio परत तुकाय पळयता आमी हेत एजिटेशनान तूं दिसतात आनी ऑलवेज वॉयसिंग युअर कन्सर्न्स बट तुका दिसता वो परत एजिटेशन इज द सॉल्युशन
ना कित्याक जेन्ना कायदो सरकार पाडना आनी ऑथॉरिटीज पाडना तेन्ना लोक भायर येता एज पर आर्टिकल 19 वी हॅव फंडमेंटल रायट्स जेन्ना आमची पीस ब्रीच जाता और कितेंय इलिगलिटी जाता आमकां रायट आसा एक पिसफूल डेमॉन्स्ट्रेशन करपाक आनी सरकाराक कळोवपाक की कितें चलता तें रॉंग आसा. आतां फॉर एग्जाम्पल हियर जेन्ना डॉक्युमेंट ना, सर्वे ना, वर्क ऑर्डर ना, कांय नासतना दादागिरीन गुंडागिरीन जे हुकुमशाही कशें हिंगा चलता म्हाका दिसता इवन वेन द फर्स्ट ट्रॅक वॉज लेड बाय द ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी दे डीड नॉट डू सो मच. पूण हें जें पळय सरकार पळय करता हें चुकीचें आसा. आमी कितें म्हणटा फॉलो द प्रोसिजर, डू युअर वर्क. वी आर नॉट एगेन्स्ट डेवलपमेंट, पूण जेन्ना डेवलपमेंट लोकांची विरूद्ध आसा तेन्ना आमी भायर येतले. कित्याक आयज सरकार म्हणटालो की हो ट्रॅक सेकंड ट्रॅक येता तो पॅसेंजराक लागून. आयज वास्को द गामा रेल्वे स्टेशन बंद जालेलें आसा, कांसावली रेल्वे स्टेशन बंद जालेलें आहा. हे सगळे स्टेशनां यार्ड कन्वर्ट जाता. कोल येता, जेन्ना कोल आमकां आमचे हेल्थाक काबार करतले, एग्रीकल्चर काबार करतले, हाव कॅन पीपल ऑफ दीस रेसिडेंट्स रिसायडिंग इन दीस एरिया कॅन कीप क्वायट. सो गव्हर्मेंट हॅज टू अंडरस्टँड दॅट वी हॅव रायट टू ब्रीथ फ्रेश एअर. So this is a fundamental right. So you cannot destroy everything and we will keep quiet. We are law-abiding citizen and we are educated people. We know what is the law. So when the collector does not know the law, then we have to tell the collector, Baba, हिंगा चलता ते चुकीचें आसा म्हण. आनी म्हाका दिसता कलेक्टर जो हेड आसा ह्या तालुकाचो तेणें कायदो पाडपा जाय.
But why don't you all come across, sit across and find out the solution? Because here रस्त्यार solution दिसतले, तुमकां दिसता की जातले रस्त्यार?
ना रस्त्यार सोल्युशन ना. आमी डेप्युटी कलेक्टराक मेमोरेंडम दिलें, मेवलें, पूण तो एक डिनायल मोडान आहा. आमी बिश्टे
कित्याक आसतलो, कितें कारण आसतलें?
No, because it is very clear that the deputy collector of the state of Goa and Mormugao Taluka is not working for the Mormugao people and working for an Rvnl contractor. It is clear जालें न्हू. अशें जाता की डेप्युटी कलेक्टर इज नॉट लिसनिंग टू अस. बरें, आमी कितें म्हणटा, तूं Rvnl हाड, आमी बसता, तूं बस, we'll come to a solution to this problem. But no, तूं आमकां तूं म्हणटा कितें भायले ओनर ओपोज करना ना, हे बिश्टे बोबाड करता, हांकां ओनरशीप ना. अरे ओनरशीप, वी आर द ओनर्स. वी आर आस्किंग एन्क्रोचर टू शो ओनरशीप. So what is wrong in here? So I'm once again appealing the deputy collector, uphold the law, protect our constitution and the rights of the villagers, because you are the head of our taluka.
एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन तुका विचारपाक जाय. खूब टायम आमचे व्हिवर विचारता की जेन्ना तुमचे कडेन डॉक्युमेंट आसा, वाय डोंट यू सबमीट द डॉक्युमेंट एंड गेट द इशू सॉर्टेड आउट, की बाबा आमचे डॉक्युमेंट्स आसा, दीस इज माय प्रॉपर्टी, यू हॅव टू आयदर गेट इट लिगली एंड मागीर फुडें व्हरचें. अशें कित्याक जायना?
जाता न्हू. आमी डॉक्युमेंट आमचे सर्टन को-ओनर्स फ्रॉम दीस विलेज वेंट and visited the deputy collector. He just rubbished it. हे तुमचे डॉक्युमेंट न्हू, हे बिश्टे, हे पयलींचे डॉक्युमेंट. जोरी तुका पोर्चुगीज वाचपा जायना जाल्यार आमकोडेन यो, आमी तुका वाचून दिता. The law of the land is written in Portuguese language. So I think he does not know what is inscription and description of a property. And what is inscription and description? So तेका पहिले वाच, तूं पयलो सारको वाच. तूं कलेक्टर जाला, तूं वाच कायदो आनी मागीर उलय.
पयर थोडेच जाण आसलेले, आयज म्हाका दिसता की तुमचे नंबर वाडत आसा. Can we see or look it as the beginning of some different kind of agitation from this village?
Absolutely. कित्याक हो ट्रॅक तेंच्यांनी म्हणलेलो कितें पब्लीक पर्पज प्रोजेक्ट, पूण हो पब्लीक पर्पज न्हू, हो प्रायवेट पर्पज. आयज ट्रॅक, आयज रेल्वे अदानी चलयता, ट्रॅक अदानी चलयता, ट्रेन अदानी चलयता, कोल अदानी, आनी आमी आमचे भाट आमी दिवपाचे. सो हें चुकीचें आसा. प्रोसिजर जे आसा एक्विजिशनाचो थिंगाय फॉल्स आसा, थिंगाय मॅन्युप्युलेशन केलेलें आसा. लोकांक पिश्यांक काडला, रेल्वे एक्ट घातला आनी रायट टू फेअर कंपेन्सेशन, थोडे एरियांनी रायट टू फेअर कंपेन्सेशन एक्टा भितर एक्विजिशन केलां आनी मागीर परत 1989चो रेल्वे एक्ट हाडला. हें कसलो कायदो? हो कसलो मॅन्युप्युलेशन? हाऊ कॅन समवन यूज 1989 एक्ट when 2013 एक्ट इज इन फोर्स? So this collector thinks that we are fools and we want to tell the collector, please follow the law, follow the procedure, there will be no problem.
Across the country, we see doubling and all that. Development is a continuous process. Why only here is the problem?
See, the problem here is very simple. Goa is a small state and a highly dense state. आता ट्रॅकाचे सायडीक in most of the states लोक इतले लागीं रावना, कदंबा एराचें घरां ना. सो लोकांक आयज फील जाता, कित्याक आयज पोल्युशन आनी ते ट्रॅकाचेर कोल वचना. आमच्या ट्रॅकाचेर कोल वयता. आमी गुड्साक लागून ऑपोजिशन ना. जुवारी आपणाचें सारें वता, थिंगा कोणाचें ऑपोजिशन आहा? कोणाचें ऑपोजिशन? हे कोल आतां इफ यू सी द ट्रॅक, देर विल बी कोल एवरीवेर फॉलिंग, देर इज स्पिलेज ऑफ कोल एवरीवेर. So if you see the trees, there are layer of coal settled in all the trees. So how can we accept this when COVID has taught us that health is wealth? हे सरकाराक हे सरकार पत्तें चिंता. सो अशें जावंक उपकारना, कित्याक वी हॅव सीन मुरगांव तालुका हॅड द हायस्ट कोवीड केसीस. वाय? बिकॉज रेस्पिरेटरी प्रॉब्लम. सो हिंगाय आमकां त्रास जावचे न्हू म्हणून आमी भायर येयले.
लास्ट टायम वी सॉ हेवी डिप्लॉयमेंट ऑफ पुलीस. तुमी मातसो दिसता तुमचे नंबर कमी आसले, पुलिसाचे नंबर चड आसलेले. So now it is opposite, I believe. So what exactly was the situation last time and today?
No, that last time it was spontaneous. Now we have to inform the people because हे पळय रेल्वे पळय करता काम हे चोरीनी करता. ओवरनायट कितें काम करतले कोणाच्या भाटान वयतले टाक स्टार्ट करतले सो आमी तेन्ना पासार जातले म्हणून आमी रावल्ले आनी विचारलें बाबा तूं कसो ह्या प्रायवेट प्रॉपर्टीन एंटर जाता म्हणून. सो इनफॅक्ट द लँड ओनर इज कम टुडे. सो दीस इज क्रिमिनल ट्रस्पास जाता. सेक्शन 441 कलेक्टरान रजिस्टर करपा जाय RVNLाचेर. पुलीस रजिस्टर FIR रजिस्टर करपा जाय RVNLाचेर. पूण कायदो RVNLाक लागना. कायदो फकत इनोसंट लॉ एबेडिंग सिटीजनाक लागता अशें दिसता.
आयज जे दिसून येता चड एल्डरली सिटीजन्स आर देर and they are actually they all have come out. This is not the time actually they should be attending a protest, but they should be relaxing at home. What message they want to give?
No, correct, because see, these are ancestral houses, and for senior citizen to come on the track at this age, he or she should be having a peaceful life. But here the peace and tranquility of this village is disturbed. That's why the senior citizen have come out and want to tell the government that please don't destroy our houses, please don't destroy our health, please don't destroy our livelihood. That is what we are asking the government, and Supreme Court has very clearly said ki तुजो ट्रॅक तूं कृष्णापट्टणम व्हर. सो जेन्ना सुप्रीम कोर्टूय म्हणटा की हो ट्रॅक हिंगा वायबल ना बिकॉज ऑफ हाय ग्रेडियंट इन कुलें एंड कॅसल रॉक एंड इको सेन्सिटीव एरिया वेस्टर्न घाट्स एरिया तूं ट्रॅक थिंगा व्हर आमकां प्रॉब्लम ना. कोल गोंयान बेनिफीटूच जायना. कोणाक हाडटा कित्याक हाडटा. खंयचो सरकार जो आसा म्हाका दिसता दिस इज द ओनली स्टेट इन गोवा where is in India where is creating infrastructure for industries outside the state. हे पत्ते घालेले आसा. म्हाका दिसता खंयचीच स्टेट आहा. कर्नाटका इज ऑपोज्ड, but we are like fools giving everything for someone's private profit.
Thank you very much, Olencio Bab. What you can see behind me, lots of senior citizens, elderly citizens actively taking part in today's protest. Mundna sadya protest जाऊना सुरुवात. But yes, they are here to register their opposition against the kind of work which is happening. We have sir, what's your name?
Max D'Souza.
Mr. Mac D'Souza, I think you were the petitioner for that double.
I was not a petitioner. I was assisting the panchayat.
Okay. So now today.
It was a panchayat petition.
Yeah, it was a panchayat petition. But today's reason of presence.
They have said that they want to resurvey the place. We're going to insist that you resurvey as per the old Portuguese plans and the old Portuguese records. The Portuguese records are the matriz records and the cadastral plan, which are in the custody of the revenue department. The collector should have it. He should bring those documents to check. He's trying to put forward to us Form 114 and the survey plans, which the revenue code, as per section 104 and 105 of the code, says very clearly. These are presumptive documents. Don't come to us with presumptive documents. Come to us with genuine documents. That's how we play.
And do you think it is happening?
Let him come. We'll ask him. He is the custodian of the documents. Who's the custodian of the old revenue records? He's the collector. So he should come with those documents. Don't come to us with presumptive documents. That's all we are going to say.
Oh, well, the protest from no to coal is now no to double tracking also. Everything is getting synchronized in a very efficient manner. तुम्ही पळोवंक शकता खुबशे लोक हांगा जमलेले आसा. We have MLA, ex-MLA of this constituency. Madam, one question, pertinent question. You were in power earlier. That time also you had raised the objections against this double tracking. Now you are out of power, but you are still
with the pass.
With the pass. Okay. So what exactly you see that time and this time?
Well, what do I see? All I see is hurt feelings that our own government doesn't seem to care about its own people. Ours is a democratic government, okay? A government where people are centric, okay? And it is the responsibility of the government to see to the welfare of the people. When we know the damage that the second railway line will cause further to the people of our dot-sized state, how can the government stay totally dumb and mum over this issue.
But-
I'm very upset that our government, in fact, I think, I don't know whether I should say this, but sometimes I almost feel that other states, they know how to take care of themselves, how to take care of their people. But I don't know what is happening, why it is happening, I don't know. But government doesn't seem to be bothered about our plight.
Again and again, when we see people coming out, leaving their all work behind just for the cause of village and protecting the identity of the village, don't you think till now the message should have been reached?
The message has definitely reached. Don't you remember? We brought the Honorable Chief Minister onto the tracks. We brought Nilesh Kabral, the Honorable Minister for Environment, onto the tracks. They should have reacted. And you could, when they came for the site inspection, I could see on their faces that they were appalled with what they saw. But there seems to be no action. And my pertinent question again and again is, it is the responsibility of the government of the day to ensure the welfare of the people who have voted it to power. Okay, now I would like to know from the government whether the government has done any study on this issue. Has the government carried out a survey to find out how many houses will be destroyed? Has the government prepared a plan to rehabilitate the people who may lose their homes? Nothing is done. So who are we, animals? There should be some respect for us.
But why not sitting across the table and getting it sorted rather than being...
Are they coming? Are they ready to come? Yesterday we were supposed to have a debate. Okay? But nobody from Rvnl turned up. So there was no way we could have a debate. You need both sides to have a debate. So why are they not coming out in the open? Because they know that what they are doing is going to destroy our dot-sized Goa and is going to harm the people of Goa.
I was speaking to a few of them, Rvnl. They said that this is the toughest stretch of work which they have been doing it. Across India, they must have done various work, but this is the toughest stretch of work.
Let me tell you, I am sure across India they must have done a lot of work, but the conditions were not same. How big are those states? Look at Karnataka, around 56 times or more bigger than Goa. Maharashtra, 80 times or more bigger than Goa. So what you do in those states is not felt by the people. Here, Goa is a dot on the map.
There is no comparison.
How much can it contain? There is no comparison.
Thank you very much, madam. We have various other people from other villages also here. But you are also today here. What is the reason behind your presence today?
I have come to support the people of Velsaon, Kasauli on the issue of double tracking of the railway. Now, it is very sad to note that the government never hears the voice of the people. Whenever they want to do anything, they never take people into confidence and they do whatever they want to do due to political pressure. And most of these things that are happening are because these politicians are being financed by the Adanis and the Jindals and all the business people. So they have to please them. Ultimately, it is the poor person that suffers. I know personally my uncle's house is also there, a little further down. His house is collapsing because of the vibrations. So if you are not taking people into confidence, what type of government do we have? For whom is this government, if not for the people? That's the only thing. It's very sad. But we'll all get together, all Goans get together and see that this double tracking is stopped.
Thank you very much. We have Captain Viriato here, sir. Again, you have been looked as the one of the activists. Also, present. You're making your presence felt everywhere. आयचो मुद्दो कितें आसा?
पळय आमी हो इशू खूब वर्सां जालीं फायट करता. We all know and we have proven without doubt that this double tracking is basically meant for transporting coal. Now Goa, we all are aware, is a tourist destination where the government itself is saying 4.3 lakh population of Goa is directly or indirectly dependent on tourism. People come here to enjoy the greenery, the clean atmosphere, non-polluted atmosphere. People are earning their bread and butter through shacks or hotels or whatever. Now, if this coal is allowed to be transported and with the coal dust flying everywhere, we can see everywhere. Who will come to Goa? You're going to kill the only organized industry which is existing. Secondly, not only Velsav, हो पळय एंटायर स्ट्रेच आसा खुबशीं घरां मोडपाचीं आसा. द गव्हर्मेंट इज किपींग द पीपल इन डार्क. लोकांक सांगूंक सोदिना घरां मोडपाचीं आसा म्हूण. वी हॅव आयडेंटिफायड, we have told, still they are quiet because they have become slaves of the crony capitalists. Last but most important, now railway, RVNL forcefully, jabardasti, using police force are trying to lay the track in private property. Because if we go back to 1889, when the East India Company had laid the track, that time the Portuguese had requested the landowners तेन्नाचे की आमकां फकत ट्रॅक ले करपाक एलाव कर. तांणी प्रॉपर्टी एक्वायर करूंक ना आनी लोकांनी आपणाचे एक बरें हातून एक रिलेशनशीप दवरून तांकां सांगलें बरें ट्रॅक्स घाला तुमी. द प्रॉपर्टी स्टील बिलोंग्स टू द पीपल.
And they don't have any ownership document.
Absolutely, RVNL doesn't have ownership document. Even the Panchayat, I believe, has now made a letter to RVNL. तुम्ही तुमचे ownership document दाखया. तांच्याकडे ownership document ना. So when the people are saying don't trespass into our property, they call the police and the police are harassing the local people, the rightful owners of the properties. So this is.
But why we can't have a discussion by sitting across the table?
That is what we are asking for. Even the Panchayat has told, please come, let us sit across, bring your property documents and we will sort out. But they will not come because they don't have their property documents. The property documents are with the property owners, the locals of the village.
Well, yeah, I also want to add up that I have also witnessed various meetings between the people and the Rvnl as well as the administrative officials. Many times it has been asked by the villagers, asking them to prove the ownership with the property document, but haven't seen yet anything. So what you feel now today's the assembly here looks like a beginning of something new?
Absolutely. The protest and this agitation has been going on for quite a few years, but now it is taking a very different turn where people from Goa are coming in solidarity. गोंयकार म्हूण आमी आतां एक जातले एकामेकाचो हात दिवंक सांगात दिवन. In fact, आनी एक इम्पॉर्टंट कितें मिस जालां आमी ते, there have been traditional, age-old, centuries-old storm drains. They are destroying the storm drains. We have seen a few months back when the storm drains in Bangalore were destroyed and people constructed building, there was a flooding. Same thing is going to happen. RVNL is blatantly destroying the natural storm drains which are there. And they are putting concrete embankments. So all types of violations are there. आमी आम सादारण गोंयकारान वा विलेजरान अशें केल्लें जाल्यार सरकार वोगी रावपाचो. So there are violations, blatant violations with the full backing of this crony capitalist administration which is there, or the government which is there.
Thank you, Captain. Sir, okay, you also agree with this?
Same. Well,
but at this age, you should have been resting at home, but you are out.
how can you rest when Goa is burning? Would you rest when Goa is burning?
Well, you can hear the kind of
You
energy.
see what is happening in Uttarakhand. Are you keeping a track of what's happening in Uttarakhand? And those people are displaced.
Thank you very much, sir. Patram, what's your reasons for your presence here?
Yeah, I'm come on behalf of the Congress Party. As a South Goa district president, I'm come to support the people of Velsav and Gamsale and throughout Goa, which has been affected by all this what's happening with the issues in Goa, which is affecting the people of Goa. जे आयचो सरकार जे विरोध लोकांचेर विरोध आसा everywhere there is destruction, पूण they are not listening to the people. So we have, as a Congress party, we have come. Our MLA from Kepe is on his way. And our LOP was supposed to come, but he's held up with mother issue in Panjim. So, as a Congress party, we are totally with the people of Goa, especially people of Kansali and Velso.
What do you think? The kind of gathering here, it's increasing, and nobody from the deputy collector's office yet making presence.
Yeah, it is showing the failure of the government. See, people have come, people have realized what is happening now because there's no this thing. The democracy has been killed by the BJP government in Goa. So it is like people have to come on the roads. This is what, because the government is not functioning. That's the reason these people have gathered here. So that's why we are here.
Well, the anger amongst the villager is definitely high, also because railways many times in this village have promised many things, especially foot over bridge, etc., but has done nothing. And that is how what we can see today. Anger amongst the villagers are increasing, and people from other villages are today here extending their support to whatever is happening against the village. Peter Bab, तुई आयज हांगा आसा. कितें दिसता? What is happening in the minds of villagers here?
Basically, the problem right now we are facing is, for what is this double tracking? Why is it implemented? See here, you can prove is right here. The coal is already moving. So why one more track is required to make this coal move? Is it going to benefit the people of the village of Vasco or the village of any other villages in this constituency? It is not required. So people are already agitated, already worried about it because the future doesn't look good. But this na air course so आमकां कितें फायदा आसतलो. आतां इवेंच्युअली एअरपोर्ट वयतलो. एअरपोर्ट गेलो उपरांत वास्को कांय उरची ना. Following villages also nothing will remain. So I request the government to kindly look into something because there are people, locals living here. It is not benefiting anybody of Goa people. So I think so this should be stopped immediately. The government officials should take in consideration of what we're trying to tell them. Because we have no future, we can't see any future. That's what I was going to say.
Savio Bab, one more thing. Whether this support will be one day or it will be now, continuous.
It will continue. It will continue. And that is we will not back out until the government listens to the people.
Well, before I move on, I wanted to add up here what you can see these railway authorities, especially the MPA. I wanted to make a mention here. I have done various stories on this moving wagons with torn tarpaulin covers. What you can see today at 11:30 Friday, this wagon has lots of tarpaulin cover which are torn, and that is how the spillage takes place. So this should have been avoided, but they continues to do it. I don't know why they are attempting to pollute the atmosphere again and again. So this is right now I am reporting from Velsa village. What you can see here is the anger amongst the villagers is growing. Now today's episode, you can say that is a kickstart of another bigger agitation against not only double tracking but coal, and this will definitely gain momentum day by day. Thank you very much, viewers, for watching the video till now. Keep watching Goa News Now.